Hey now, I know I haven't done a video in forever, but I just got the news that Pete Rose's ban has been lifted, along with Shoeless Joe Jackson and others. The good thing, I guess, is I always said to myself, I know they were talking about lifting Pete Rose's ban, and like, how can you lift Pete Rose and not the 8 Men Out and Joe Jackson and all of that? So I guess it's good that they put them all in one bucket and they lifted them all. That being said, let's talk about the Hall of Fame now. I mean, I don't think these guys get in for a while. Pete Rose has the best chance, I would say, only because some of his contemporaries are still alive. Let's say the Johnny Benches of the world, the Mike Schmidts of the world. I guess theoretically he could get on a loaded Veterans Committee and somehow they could push him through. But I don't see him getting through like if Bonds didn't get through, Clemens didn't get through. And I've talked to Hall of Famers about this, and they've said the gambling is worse than anything, because when you walk on the door day one, it says like right on the front door, like basically anything goes except gambling. You cannot gamble on the game. And I think a lot of these people take it very seriously. I mean, Rose's eligibility, that Battle of the Hall of Fame was just up last year to be inducted this year. So Pete Rose really wouldn't even see any traction for another 2.5 years. And I'm very curious to see what happens by then. My guess is Rose still will not get in the Hall of Fame. I mean, even Joe Jackson, for that matter, I don't think will get in. These players have been banned for a long, long time. I'm actually more curious about Joe Jackson than I am about Pete Rose, because, I mean, Pete Rose admitted that he gambled, and, I mean, he admitted that he lied. He did a lot of bad things for the game, arguably worse than Bonds, than Clemens. I mean, if you're going to say, okay, we're going to let gamblers in, why not let all the steroid players in? So what? They cheated. I think it's just bad. I think it's a bad look. I'm very upset. I don't want to make this political, but I'm very upset that Manfred gave in to the politics of everything. So we'll see. But I think we are still looking at a long, long time before Pete Rose or anyone else today who became eligible to be onto the Hall of Fame ballot. I think he'll be on the ballot for sure, but I think it'll be a long time before we see them in, unless, of course, they get a very stacked committee. And again, it's all about the committee, and I can't reinforce that enough. And I think the Hall of Fame is still a business, and they still want to get living people in. So 3 years from now, if for argument's sakes Tommy John is still alive, or let's say, I'm just picking names, Dwight Evans, there's someone else who had a big contribution in the 70s is still alive, I think there'll be a bigger push to get them in the Pete Rose. I could be wrong, because a lot of supporters of Pete Rose are still alive, obviously. They would come, a lot of Reds fans would come in. Whereas if Joe Jackson did get in, for argument's sakes, I really feel that even if he got in, they would have to push really, really, really hard for them to make it, because they cheated also. It's just a bad look for baseball today. I'm really upset. But anyways, I'll do Connie Mack again one day, and I'm rebranding everything. But until then, as always, keep collecting.